Welcome to Fanboy Critic, where we go watch new movies out in theaters and give you our review, both the good and the bad. I'm Joel Martiz and I'll be your fanboy.
And I'm Sam McClure, I'll be your critic. This week on Fanboy and Critic, we went to go see Hustlers, starring Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu, Keke Palmer, Lily Reinhart, and Lizzo and Cardi B are also in it.
Yep.
And if you don't know what Hustlers is about, it's about a group of strippers who decide to take on Wall Street by getting them super drunk and spending all their money. So, I mean, I, for one, didn't have a lot of high hopes going into this, but what do you think they did well in this movie?
I was most impressed with the cast. The cast was really good. I think everybody played a really good part. Jennifer Lopez put a phenomenal performance. Constance Wu was really good. Every single character, every single actress and actor did a really good job, and that's what I loved about it the most. And this was a crazy story. It was a crazy scandal. But I don't know if it quite hit it for me. Really? I mean, it was a very interesting. There was a lot of jokes. They kept it really lively, and that was really fun about it. But there was just something missing for me.
Okay.
But overall, it was a fun movie. I mean, I liked it. It was cool. But I'm gonna end it right there.
I think you're right. I think the director got a lot of great performances out of these actresses that maybe, like, you know, Jennifer Lopez, I primarily think of her as a singer. I don't think of her as like a really great actress. And Constance Wu, I haven't really heard of her too much. And a lot of people, you know, they got really good performances out of.
Yeah.
And I think the dialogue that was written was actually really good and they all pulled it off really well. I think this story, which is based on a true story, I think it just wasn't structured well for a movie. The front half was really fun and exciting, and then they got to like a midpoint, and then it's just like, are we still watching this? It got really boring. Like the second half got slow and boring, so I think the structure and the pacing really needed a lot more work, which I really think that could have been fixed in the edit. If they had gotten all their pieces together and they're like, this isn't working, they could have restructured it, maybe with a few reshoots, but I think overall the story structure wasn't quite good enough. So Jay, convince the critics out there why they need to go see Hustlers.
Critics, you're gonna wanna go watch Hustlers because it's about strippers. I mean, Jennifer Lopez is in it. They're all strippers. I think that's the funnest part about this movie, that it's based on strippers and you get to see a lot of stuff you want to see. The cast was really good. I would definitely go watch it just because of that. It was a great performance. So go check it out, critics.
Yeah, I mean, it's about strippers. I didn't really see enough of what I wanted to see, but Fanboys, I think you can skip this one. You're not really missing a whole lot. It's not part of like a franchise or anything like that. You're not missing out one step in the next one, which is normally a good thing, but I think the story just doesn't cut it.
So I guess we're off to the ratings.
Off to the ratings, Jay. Jay, what did you think about Hustlers?
I am at a Y. I'm definitely at a Y
Really?
with this. I'm at a Y because why did you mess this up? I mean, it was such a good story. I mean, it was based on a true story, but you were right. I think the pacing really sucked. It started off really well and it just took a nosedive and you got really bored. And it's funny, we were trying to pick between another movie that was 2.5 hours. This movie felt 2.5 hours and it was a lot less. But I think that's what did it for me the most. I think the storytelling was not great.
I'm at a like.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
have a lot of expectations going into this just based on the cast. I've said a lot of criticisms over this review and I still think those stand, but I did enjoy the movie more than I thought I would. I thought the dialogue supported a lot of this and I thought the acting did a good job of pushing it up a level. Even though, you know, the story structure and the pacing wasn't all there, I still think, you know, there's a lot to like about this movie that I didn't expect, and maybe low expectations worked in its favor. All right, fanboys and critics, show us some love, give us a like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can do, share it. It helps us out a ton more than those bigger guys, and that way we can keep making content. Make sure you check us out next week for Ad Astra.
And we'll see you for the next review.